Sharona Williams, Para Wait. Happy Thursday! How
Happy
y'all doing?
Thursday.
How are you?
And
Yeah,
I knew what day it was today. That's the win right there.
No,
I'm very
I
impressed.
don't know. Yeah, every day.
Yeah, I have no
I had
idea.
to look it up before. I was like, okay, let me make sure I know what today's day is. But I had such a good time. I cried, I laughed while watching this film, and it really hit home because actually, my brother earlier this year he passed away from liver cancer. So this story like really hit closer to home than I thought it was going to. So I just want to thank you guys for being a part of this movie to bring stories like the characters that it's based on, and also too like with my family. I think that's really awesome. Thank you so much.
I'm so sorry
And
for you.
now that I just killed the mood, let me try to bring
No,
it back.
not at all. It's so beautiful, I think, for both of us to hear the ways that this film has impacted people all over the world, but especially people who have had to deal with this heartbreaking issue. And I know that it's part of the reason I wanted to be in this film. I think Harry as well. And we feel so honored that we get to be a part of their story and therefore your story. So I'm glad that it hit your heart in a specific way.
Thank
But
you
I'm
so
sorry
much.
for your loss.
I appreciate it. But with the loss of me losing my brother earlier this year, and the story that you two told, I really wanted to ask both of you, how has this really helped you really look at the joy of life, especially given everything that we're going through? How has this movie inspired you to really seize the day? And Harry, we can start with you.
Oh my gosh. I mean, even while filming this movie, I took away so much, and one of the biggest things is connection with people. It's those little connections, not just like with your best friend or even with your significant other, but the fact that just connecting with even strangers, those little things in life, which the movie does teach. And I took after finishing film, when I finished filming, there was so many things that are going through my head. But the one thing is this gratitude, just this appreciation of everything, not just the big things, but the little things. And that has really, really changed my life. This movie has changed my life in so many ways. But to be able to act across from Jessica, I learned so much, just not as just a performer, but just as a human. Her outlook on life is just so beautiful. So she was the perfect person to play
Jessica?
Oh, that's so sweet. And Harry, I feel exactly the same way. Harry is just a beacon of positivity, and I have a tendency to spiral and get very emotional. And Harry was there to ground me and help me remember to breathe, and to center me. And I was so incredibly grateful, not only for that, but his talent and his charisma and charm, and just his heart and his soul. I think the thing that I took away most from this film is when Jen talks about all of the little moments really being the most important in our lives, that there are these beautiful, big, flashy, inspiring things that happen, but it's really waking up and having a snuggly morning in bed with your loved one, or going on a walk with your dog, or cooking breakfast with your friends. Those are the moments that at the end of the day we really remember and that make us who we are. And so in this strange time of quarantining and being isolated, I'm really trying to take a breath and be present and really be grateful for all of those little moments and for the time that I have, that I, in the normal world of busy and rushing around, I wouldn't be able to appreciate in the same way.
I find it interesting um, that you mentioned like making sure that you stay in tune to like the emotions, everything that's happening around you. And I wanted to know, for the preparation of this and actually filming, how do you make sure that you don't get too lost in the emotions behind it with these real characters that you're portraying? And Jessica, we can start with you.
Oh my gosh, it was really hard for me because I think I am someone who feels incredibly deeply, and I'm a big crier. So it was hard not to kind of be steeped down in the tragedy of this moment, because it is tragic and it is heartbreaking. But when I was lucky enough to be able to speak to real Jen, OG Jen, she really emphasized to both of us that she and Saul chose every single day to approach this challenge that they were facing with positivity and with light and with gratitude for the time they were having together. And so I think that while it felt important to us to honor the parts of this disease that are incredibly heartbreaking and hard, it also felt important to portray these characters as three-dimensional, real, breathing humans who laugh and cry and fight, even in the midst of what's happening. And our wonderful director, Mark Myers, definitely helped kind of guide us in that way.
Yeah, we coming into the project, Jessica and I talked extensively, but we only had like a week to really prep, I guess. And what I took away from our conversations is that we're just caring. We like care a lot about whatever's put in front of us, whether it's people or project or whatever. And for this, we just cared about this couple, the real Jen and Saul, and the fact that it was really fragile in a lot of ways on how we what we were able to do with it, and then to be surrounded by people, not just the cast but the crew that came in and said, hey, I had a similar situation happen, this is why I'm part of this project, because it's so meaningful. I wouldn't say it didn't put pressure on us, it allowed us to realize that we had such a support system that everyone had one thing to do, and was to take care of the story and tell it in the best possible way. And so for that, I think it was really helpful, because we allowed us to be very vulnerable around each other, and which I think created a lot of authenticity. And the chemistry was just, that's all Jess. Jess is just,
that's not true. Harry,
Harry. I'm feeling it. So it was just so easy. Why I say that, it was just so easy to do that, to just be present and be real and around her and around the cast.
Well, it was very easy to be present with you, my incredibly talented, soulful friend. So.
Well, both of you, thank you so much. This movie was so great. I really appreciate both of you taking the time to speak with me today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And sending so much love to your family.
Thank you. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Bye.